OSI reference model consists of 7 layers called the OSI layers. That is the application layer, presentation, sessions layer, transport, network, data link and physical layer. Now we'll go through each one of them and we'll also understand various protocol and the state of your data in that particular layer of OSI reference model. Alright, so first up is the layer 7, that is the application layer. Now this is where the user interaction takes place. Like while surfing the web, you go to your web browser. For sending emails, you go to your email client and you go to your file transfer program. For video chat, you go to Skype. Now these are the programs that comes in the application layers of OSI reference model. Now popular protocol are HTTP, HTTPS for web surfing. For emails, you have POP, SMTP, and for file transferring you have the FTP protocol. Now the data in this layer is called the upper layer datagram. Alright, so next is the presentation layer, which is the layer 6 of the OSI reference model. Now presentation layer prepares your data for the lower layers of OSI reference model. Now this is where your operating system comes into picture. Now in this layers your data is compressed, your data conversion takes place, and also the data encryption takes place in this layer. Now the popular protocol for data compression you have the MPEG, for data conversion you have ASCII, and for encryption you have protocols like secure socket layer or transport layer security, that's SSL and TLS. Your data in this layer is also known as the upper layer datagram. Next up is the layer 5th of OSI reference model, that is the sessions layer. Now sessions layer is responsible for establishing, controlling and terminating sessions between two computers. Now a popular protocol is NetBIOS or SAP. Your data in this layer is also known as the upper layer datagram. Next is the layer 4, which is the transport layer. Now in transport layer you have two major protocols, that is the TCP and UDP. TCP we all know is a secure protocol and it has the facility of error correction, whereas UDP is not so secure and it does not have any error correction facilities. Now one important point to note is the data in this layer is divided into segments. With each segment a port number is attached. Now this port number corresponds to the specific program that you're using. For example, for HTTP you have port 80, which is dedicated for HTTP connection. Similarly for HTTPS you have port number 443. Let's go to the next layer, which is the network layer. Now in network layer is where your IP address comes into picture. That is why routers are all layer 3 devices, because routers deal with your IP address and that helps in routing your traffic, routing the data to a particular computer on the network. So popular protocols are IP version 4, version 6, ICMP, IPsec for VPN connection, ARP and MPLS. Now here the data segment is divided into packets and IP address of that particular computer is attached with that packet. Now the data in network layer are called packets. Alright. Let's go to the layer 2 of OSI reference model, that is the data link layer. Now this is where your Ethernet, your wireless 802.11x or your fiber channel comes into place. Now the data in this layer is divided into frames and the MAC address of that particular device is attached with the frame. Last is the physical layer of OSI reference model, and this is where the cables and connectors comes into picture. Popular protocols are ISDN, DSL, RS323. Now here the data is converted into bits and converted into zeros and ones, and then it is transmitted through the transmission media like your cables.